I mean, come on, guys. Oakland over Kentucky. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, man. Did you guys watch that game? Let me know in the comments if you watched, at least like the last 5 minutes of the game. They couldn't miss. I mean, that's what it's about. That's like so Duquesne had an upset today, 11 over a 6. A pretty solid upset, but not like one of those like holy crap, March Madness, like wow, that is unpredictable. Oakland over Kentucky, the shots they were making, that was like you just sit in front of the TV and you're like, life's good right now, man. This is so entertaining. And you know, we cash another ticket in the Moneyline Underdog Challenge that I started here on YouTube, where I've been putting every single Moneyline Underdog we're going to do at the entire tournament. We're not even done with today. I'm recording this video right after the Kentucky game, so I can't even give you guys a full recap. So what you see at the bottom of the screen there, I can't even give you an update on how my entire day went and how the members' entire day went. Kind of a slow start initially. We did lose on Mississippi State. We lost with Nevada, the huge collapse. I'm sure everybody saw they blew like 17-point lead in the 4 or 5 minutes. So we lost on Nevada. I think we went against Oregon. So I think those were the 3 only losers of the day so far. We'll see how it pans out. We still have the biggest play of the day coming tonight. So we'll see how everything wraps up. Yeah, we cashed with Arizona. I don't know. I'm not going to do a recap. I'll just do a full recap of round 1 in tomorrow's video. So yeah, we'll go over all the bets and stuff and just everything going on. If you guys are interested in my picks though, hop on board right now, man. Head over to the website, the link to my website in the description. I'll also pin the link right in a comment at the top of the comment section. Hop on there, grab a weekly package. 30. Do you know how many games are this weekend still? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday alone is worth $30. And you'll have all the way into next week with some NBA and stuff like that. You sign up, whatever email you use at checkout, I'll see your order, take that email, add you to the client mailing list, and I'll shoot you the picks, man. Super simple. So if you guys want that premium stuff and you like what you see at the bottom of the screen in terms of my record NBA and college over the last 12 days, I think it's well worth an investment. So with that being said, we're just going to dig into these Friday games. I don't have time later tonight to record this video, so I'm going to do it right now. Obviously, I already do have a video out on my channel going over all the round 1 games, but that was a couple days ago. The lines have been moving, injury reports, news. There's just a lot of stuff that changes. So I'm going to go over all these Friday games for you in today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Drop a like on the video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into it. Maybe we can find another Oakland level upset today. Still waiting on maybe like a 1 seed to get scared or maybe a 2 seed to get scared. Let's go. Friday, baby. I love this so much. This is so fun to watch. The first game on Friday is Northwestern and Florida Atlantic. So this is what I'm talking about. A lot of line movement. A lot of line movement, people. And you know what? Don't always, in regular season, in NBA, in the NFL, line movement and how markets develop, how markets react based on the money from the public coming in is a good sign. In the tournament, who gives a fuck, man? Northwestern catching 3.5 over Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic and San Diego State, 2 teams that went super far last year. I think everyone's all over them. Everybody. I mean, it's just like recency bias. It's like, okay, Jarnell Davis, FAU, look what they did last year. Blah, 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 blah. But I watched so much basketball this year, particularly of Northwestern. I remember a lot of road games, a lot of games where they were a slight underdog. They won the game outright. I'm taking the points. FAU didn't have a great season, kind of came on down the stretch. And I'm almost sort of thinking maybe it's like the Chiefs where they just don't care about the regular season. They're like, yeah, whatever. We blow an upset here. We blow an upset there. We were a big favorite here. We blew that game. But now that it's game time, here's the team from last year. So I'm hoping it's not that. I'm taking the points with Northwestern. I think 3.5 is too many. I think this is an absolute nail biter. There's no way either team is going to run away with the game. There's no way either team is going to win by margin. There is no way the margin of victory in this game is going to be above like 5 or 6. You're going to give me 3.5 with the Big Ten team that's a little bit more tested, in my opinion. Still have players like Bowie. They still got some guys over there. I'll take Northwestern in the points. UAB, San Diego State. Again, I'm on the dog here. You're going to give me San Diego State. They're a defensive team, man. They don't beat anyone by margin. It was the same thing I gave out to my members with Cincinnati just the other night in the NIT, where we took San Francisco, getting about the same amount. I think we were getting 6.5 points. Game went to overtime. They almost won outright. There's certain teams that I really like in like the sweet spot for like San Diego State is when they're playing a team better than them. They don't have the pressure of being a favorite, and you get like a point or two. They're like a slight underdog. That is where I like to bet on San Diego State. Them to win by 8 points or more over a pretty good UAB team in the 12-5 matchup, which historically there's always like quite a few upsets. I'm taking the points, and I don't think it's crazy to say UAB can win this game. The line already came down from 10.5 to 7.5. I think it should be down farther than that. I think more of like 5.5 is more of the right number here. I'll take the points with UAB. Western Kentucky Marquette, a 15 over a 2. Is it possible? I don't know, man. It's hard to judge Marquette. And I watch Marquette even in all the games without Tyler Kolek. They got some guys, man. They got some professionals. There are some NBA players. Shaka Smart, love him as a coach. Doesn't necessarily do great in the tournament. 14.5. 14.5, man. This one's tough. I think it's going to be right around there. I'm going to take the points with Western Kentucky. I don't think it's completely crazy that maybe Marquette just has a tough day. Maybe the pressure gets to him. They're so talented, though. Fundamentally sound. I'm still going to take the points. Stetson, UConn, a 20. I mean, do you really want my opinion on that? Are you actually like, look at me. Are you really going to bet this shit? It's a 26.5 point spread. Don't bet this, guys. Stop that. I'm going to lay it with UConn, man. I don't know. Maybe look at the first half. Maybe they win the first half by 20 and cover. 26.5. It's tempting to want to take all those points, but I guess I'm so neutral. I just don't even care. Next game, New Mexico, Clemson. So this is kind of a contradiction for me because I like New Mexico. I want to be on New Mexico. I think Clemson's going to choke. Clemson too reliant on 3-point shots some of the time. Hall, they got a couple guys in the middle that are pretty good. I like New Mexico's momentum. I like New Mexico. The problem is an 11 over a 6 has already happened. Duquesne has already won. Is a second 11 over a 6 going to happen? I mean, typically you don't have two 11 over 6s. And this is a public one. Everybody is on New Mexico. Everybody. That's alarming. I'm still going New Mexico here. I'm not going to lay 2.5 points. I'm going money line. If I go down with the ship with everybody, I go down the ship with everybody. This is one I'm not going to back off. I don't believe in Clemson. Yale, Auburn, lay it. I think Auburn means business. I got faith in Bruce Pearl that he can keep his guys focused. I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas. I watched a lot of those games where they just blasted people in the first half. Now, these were home games at the Jungle, but they would just blast people and not really take their foot off the gas. And those were opponents much better than Yale. Yale shouldn't be here. A buzzer beater. It was like a wide open teardrop. They got by Brown barely. Like, that's not a good sign. Now you're going to play Auburn. Lay the points with Auburn. Colorado, Florida. If Florida was 100% healthy, I would love them here. I'm actually leaning Colorado. I think Colorado has good skill players. I think Colorado is better in the clutch. I'm a little bit worried about their defense here. I don't know, man. I wish that big guy for Florida didn't get hurt. Then I would borderline have Florida as maybe even a Final Four sleeper pick. I'm probably going to go with Colorado here, catching 1.5. Hard to say. The SEC hasn't really impressed me. The SEC hasn't really looked good. Texas A&M and Nebraska, coin flip game. I'm going to go with the tougher, more athletic team with, in my opinion, the better coach. Now, we're going against Asian Steph Curry here. Tominaga can go crazy. He can single-handedly smoke Texas A&M. And Texas A&M's offense, it completely disappears at times. But they're lucky to be here. I think they're kind of playing loose and free, knowing like they barely even made it to the tournament. Good guard play, athletic bigs. Buzz Williams, I think he's going to have the guys fired up. The Big Ten doesn't impress me at all. As long as they can take care of the Asian Curry guy, Tamanaga, I think A&M gets by here. I'll take the 1.5. Vermont Duke, it's just not the Vermont team of the past. Vermont used to be like really, really good. Didn't impress me this year. Didn't impress me. Kind of early, they look good, not down the stretch. 12.5, though. I mean, Duke, they paint their nails. I'm not taking. You think I'm laying the points with Duke? No. Give me Vermont catching 12.5. They probably lose the game by like 8. Grambling, Purdue. Congrats, Grambling. You won that playing game on a Montana State complete collapse. Now you're getting a Purdue team who all they hear is about their, the upset and how they lost as a 1 seed. If you don't think Purdue's going to be on the gas pedal here, you're crazy. I'll lay the points with Purdue. Charleston, Alabama. I think everybody's going to be on the over. Maybe look at the under. It's still going to be a tense, first round game of the tournament. The offenses don't always flourish in this spot. 173 is a crazy number. That is a crazy number for a first round matchup. I'd lean the under. And I think everybody's kind of hopped off of the Alabama boat, right? Everybody is done with Bama. Like for half the season, maybe 60% of the season, we all considered Alabama very good, maybe even borderline elite, maybe top 15. We thought they could make a run. They got some good offense. Obviously, they were very good at home. They were putting up offensive numbers like Kentucky. But what did Kentucky just do? They don't play defense, and they lost to Oakland. Now, Oakland had crazy shots. Charleston has the same capability. I'm going to lay the points with Alabama. I think the whole world is kind of like forgetting about Alabama. I think they're pretty good. I'll lay the points. Longwood, Houston, 23.5 point spread. I don't like laying big numbers with Houston because their offense struggles. But Longwood, I don't even know if they're going to score 45 points. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points with Houston. I think that last end of the season loss to Iowa State helped them. It really resets your competitive spirit, and I think they're going to be on one. I'm not going to go against Houston here. JMU, Wisconsin. I like JMU, but unfortunately, so does everybody in the world. JMU over Wisconsin, it might take the top spot for the most popular upset pick, and that is not an upset pick you want to be on. It's not. I'm probably looking at Wisconsin here, but I hate that number of 5.5. I don't trust Wisconsin, but I don't want to be with the whole world on a upset pick. 12 over a 5. We always see these upsets happen. I'm torn on this one. I'm going to have a slight lean just to fade the public on Wisconsin. TCU, Utah State, the number's 3.5 on FanDuel as I'm looking at it. I don't know, man. I think TCU kind of fell off down the stretch just enough for people forget the talent that's really on that team. They got some experience. They got some big, physical, athletic guys. Utah State is a team that solely relies on home court and regular season. 3.5. Maybe it's low for a reason, but I'm going to go ahead and lay the points with TCU. I think that's a very reasonable price for a team that's just better and used to better competition. TCU plays in the Big 12. I'll lay the points with TCU. Grand Canyon, St. Mary's, no opinion here. St. Mary's kind of coming out of a soft conference. Again, a team that really, really hurt, losing that guy in the regular season. If they had a full, perfectly healthy roster here, I'd like them a lot more. Grand Canyon's got some talent. Another 12 over 5 here. I'm going to go Grand Canyon. I'll take the points. They might be able to win here, but St. Mary's defense is pretty good. I'll still take the points. And that's it. The rest, there's three more games on the screen here, but those are actually Saturday. That's for the round of 32, so I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to forget what I saw there so I don't spoil my initial reaction when I do the next video with you guys. I will have a video out tomorrow night. I will have a video out for all the Saturday games, all the Sunday games, the whole way. I've been doing this, every single day against the spread for the whole year. So guys, double check right now. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Drop a like on the video. Let me know your favorite upset pick for today, for Friday, the last day of the first round of the tournament. Let me know how you guys are doing overall. What are your biggest wins? What games, are surprising to you? Always like to know what the whole squad is thinking in the comment section. and hop on the website, man. There's no better you actually can't get a better value to grab a weekly or monthly package in right now, just based on the amount of games I'm going to be giving out over the next few days. We're going to fill in the gaps this next couple weeks with the NBA. Doing pretty good in NBA this year. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Going to also have another video tomorrow night for the Underdog Moneyline video series. After the whole first round comes to a conclusion, we'll do a recap on all the Moneyline upsets that came through. We'll see where the balance is at. We'll rebet the second round, and we'll kind of continue with that. So if you guys are interested in that, TikTok link in the description, SoBet link in the description. Definitely check out SoBet. So many professionals on there, like 60 of them. It's not just me. I give out one pick a day on SoBet, but a lot of people put their full card on SoBet. You'll have access for $10 a month to a whole bunch of professionals. Get on SoBet, go through like 3, 4, 5 of the top guys, and take the picks that correlate between all the top guys. That's a pretty good hit percentage. I'll tell you that right now. So hop on SoBet if you're interested in that. I think that's pretty much it, guys. See you in the next video.